Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mike. I'm a fashion freak, a Goyard geek, a luxury lover, shopaholic, chic shitted, and today's video is going to be another Goyard update on prices. 2023 January, February price update. I did a price update video in November last year, but Goyard did do a price increase. Yes, they did. So here we go. New prices, new updates, and also a little preview of my shopping vlog in France. I may have gotten a little overboard. I bought a lot because of the price increase, which actually happened the day that I arrived.
Of course. Bad luck, bad. Good luck, bad. Of course. Of course.
Anyway, so if that's something you're interested in, please stick around. Please smash the like button. Please consider subscribing. Keep on watching. Okay. As far as I understand, Goyard's price increase was just in France. It hasn't trickled down to the US yet. So that's good and bad in the terms of like, bad because if you're going to France to try to get it, it's not as cheap as it was a month ago. But it's good because those new prices, that basically everything's gone up about 200 euros, 100 to 200 euros per bag, especially the main bags, the totes, have gone up. That hasn't translated to the US yet, but it will. I don't know when, I don't know how soon, but it will, because they always do it like that, where they price increase there and then they price increase here. But as far as February 8th, 2023, the price is still the same for both. So if you're debating getting a bag, I would say go get one now in the US because the price will go up. If you're debating going to France, go, or wait, or if you're planning on going to France anytime soon, go and get it in the next year because I don't think they'll do another price increase. So these prices will be good for this year, and then it'll increase again probably in January of next year because they usually do one price increase in January. Last year they did two. They did one in January and they did one in August to unify the prices. We're bringing the black up to the color prices, but now all the prices are the same, so don't think they'll do another one. Don't quote me on it, but as far as I know, they won't do another one. Also, I wanted to do I haven't done a Goyard update in a while on bags and stuff. I'm taking a little bit of a break from posting too much info about Goyard too quickly because I am a VIP client or VIC client or whatever, but I don't want to get in trouble with them. Like, they did launch a new bag and a new color and all this stuff, and I didn't want to do the ahead of the game thing or post secret stuff beforehand because I think I'm a little bit in trouble for doing it last time. So I might just be posting things as they come. But basically, there are 3 new bags that came out. Like I said, price increases happened. They happened. I was unfortunate enough to get there the first day that they happened in France, so I didn't get the old prices. So I'm gonna go through the old prices and the new prices of France, convert them into from euros to dollars, and then convert them minus the VAT to tell you kind of what your price would be. This is for US prices based on a conversion rate of 1.09, $1 to €1. It's going down. I think it's 1.07 now, but I did these prices based on 1.09 because that's what they were at when I paid for them. So, a little bit early. Okay, anyway, so last year a St. Louis PM was 12.20 euros minus the VAT. It was like 11 something, which was so good. It's gone up now to 13.50 euros. So PM is 13.50 euros, which with the conversion rate is 14.71 USD. And then if you take out the VAT, you're back to 12.94. So around $1,300 minus the VAT, around $1,500 with the VAT for a new PM St. Louis in any color. Versus the US, which is still 16.20 plus tax, and I'm going off of LA tax, California tax, which is 9.5, so that's 17.73. So 17.73 versus 1,300, so you're still saving about 475 on the bag in France versus what you were saving before, which was like 600-700 because it was like 1,100. You don't do the VAT, you're saving still about 120 before tax, and then like 140 before tax, and then after tax, again, in the US, in LA, you're saving about $300 if you don't do the VAT. If you do the VAT, you're saving another $300 to $500 on the small one. The medium, the GM went from 14.30 to 15.50. So 15.50 euros is $16.89 at the 1.09 rate. And then if you take out the VAT, 14.86. And I'm basing the VAT based on right now, it's 12% back. But then if you do it on your credit card, which is what you do because you get the most, cash is less. But if you do it on your credit card, they still take a 3 to 5% fee. So you're getting 12% back euros. You convert it into dollars, which is more dollars, but then you're getting 3 to 5% back. So it ends up being a 1-to-1 almost of euro to dollars. So like if you're getting, so for 13.50, you're supposed to get 162 euros back. You're getting $162 back basically, which sucks. You're losing on the conversion the other way. But what are you gonna do? This is basically what I got back. So that's what I'm basing it off and telling you based on my return from them on my Amex. So I use my American Express. Don't know if that changes it for other, if you use Visa or MasterCard, it might be a little different, but these are just rough guesstimates. So anyway, 1430 is now 1550, 1689, and then after the VAT, 1486. So about $1,500 minus the VAT for the thing. Also, Goyard VATs take a long time to get back, 30 days or more. Goyard from Goyard or Goyard from Printemps, they take a long time to get back, unfortunately. So these are based on my last trip VAT returns and my VAT returns on other brands, like Chanel comes right away, Louis Vuitton comes right away, Hermes comes right away, but Goyard takes a very long time. We just got our VAT backs for November in February. So 1486, and then in the US it's 1890 plus American tax plus LA tax would be 2069. So 2070 versus 1500, so you're saving about $670 on the big one, which is a lot more of a savings. Again, these prices are going to go up in the US soon, so that savings will be more, but it'll be more expensive in the US. So like I said, so $475 savings on the small, $670 savings on the GM, on the PM and the GM. That's for the St. Louis tote, which is the open tote, basic classic St. Louis tote, the one that is the most St. Louis tote PM size. So you're saving $12.94 all in after the VAT and everything in USD versus $17.73 in the US. $470. GM tote, we're doing $14.86 versus $20.69. 6 something difference. Size difference in case. I mean, you gotta see. Okay. I can do a whole separate size comparison video another time. Okay, Artois. Artois is the zipper one, zipper tote with leather corners. So it's got a zipper and leather corners. More structured, no pochette, but a little pocket inside. Okay, not reversible. It was $1660 for the PM, which is smaller than the St. Louis PM actually. Now it's $1850. So that's a €200 price increase. All right, yeah, €130 price increase and 120 for the PM and the GM of St. Louis. About a €200 price increase for PM Artois, which is like one of the hardest bags to get. They never have it. They didn't have any my entire trip, not a single one. No size, no color at all. And to get the MM, which is a medium size, there was a weight and they only had certain colors. And okay, so 1850 plus, so that ends up being 2106 with the conversion, and then 1774 after the VAT, so 1775. In the US, it's 2190 plus tax is about 2400. So 2400 versus 1775, so $625 saving on the small size. 1920 was the old price for the MM, now it's 2050 euros. So the MM was 1920, now it's 2050. It's a €130 price increase. 2050 is roughly 2222 is what I paid, is what I got on my MX. It's 2,222 after you take out the VAT. Oh no, sorry, 2,234 is what I have it converted to now. So let's go with that. 2,234, and then after the VAT, 1966. So a little, just under $2,000. In the US, it's 2,540 plus tax, so 2,781. Roughly $800 savings. $800 savings on this side. So a little under 2,000, a little shy of 2,800 in the US after tax. So you're still saving a lot, and this one's got big handles too, which is great. Then the final bag, the Anjou. Anjou is the reversible tote. I'm not gonna get up and get it. You guys know what it looks like. Okay, Anjou, it's a reversible tote, leather on one side, goyardine on the other side. The small Anjou was 1840 in the US, in France. Now it's 1950, so €110 price increase on the mini Anjou, which is very small. I have it in the pink. 21, 25, 50 after conversion, 1870, 44 after VAT back. So 1870, 44 versus in the US, it's 25.90 plus tax, so 28.36. So that's like almost $1,000, just shy of $1,000 savings on the smallest size of the Anjou. The PM Anjou went from 2,100 to 2,250, so that's 24.52 USD. So 2,100 euros to 2,250 euros, so €150 increase. $24.52, $21.58 after the VAT. In the US, it's $29.60 plus tax, so $32.41. So $21.58 to $32, we're looking at $1,100 savings. So $1,100, so just under $1,000 for this The mini, a little bit over 1100 for the PM. PM's the same size as the St. Louis PM. And then the GM, same size as the St. Louis GM. Once again, the Artois PM is a little smaller. The MM is in between the PM and the GM. And then the GM is much bigger. It's closer to the XXL, which they stopped making in the St. Louis. GM Anjou was 2,400 euros. Now it's 2,550, so 150 euro increase, which is 27.79.50 USD, and then 24.45.96, so 24.46 USD after the VAT. And then in the US, it's 3,400 USD plus tax is 37.23. So 24.46 versus 37.23. So 24. It's like almost $1,300 difference. Just under 1,000, 1,100, 1,300. So you're still saving a lot. The price increase in the US is going to go up more, so you're going to save more if you get it in France or pay more in the US. So if you're trying to get it in the US, I would get it soon because they will probably trickle down and do this price increase. I don't know when. Maybe they won't. Maybe they just did it in France to combat the price difference, trying to start, minimizing the gap and like equalizing the prices. I feel like they will because they've done it every other year. I mean, don't take my word on it, but either way, just go get the bag now if you want to get it now in the US. If you're planning to go in France in the next year, then wait and go in the next year. If they do another price increase in France, all these prices are going to be less, but then eventually they'll do a price increase in the US too. So it's never going to be cheaper than it is now. Unfortunately, prices keep going up. I mean, crazy is that 2 years ago it was 900 euros for the PM black in France. At one point, I spoke to the old general manager of Goyard. At one point, it was like 400 or 500 euros. So crazy. I mean, it's a lot of money for basically a cloth tote, but it's a really nice cloth tote, really well made, really well organized, but it is a lot of money. And the price just keeps going up. And the price in the secondhand market is even higher. They're like 2,700, 2,800 for a new one. The small one, the smallest PM, I think. Get it now if you can. Okay, yeah, and also what else about Goyard? They're very strict about their 5-bag limit, so if you're going to get it, make sure you haven't bought any bags already in the US, and if you have, just go in and get, once you're done for the year, but it resets every year. There's a 2-hour wait usually, although I was lucky in France to get some days where there was no wait, or just the right time. I went around 6 p.m. to the main store and around 4 p.m. to the Printemps store. It was fashion week. There was a lot of that going on. The sales were going on other brands, stuff like that. It's usually a 2-hour wait, so just anticipate for that. And they might not have your color, so you might have to go back a few times to wait for your color. They get new shipments on Tuesdays and Wednesdays in France. The US has much more stock because they're making more money on the US ones, so they probably ship more colors out here and more supply. So if you want to get it in the US, it's a lot easier to get the color you want. Just, check with every Goyard in the US. There's 6 of them, or Bergdorf's, but you're paying that premium. You're paying a little bit more. Still better than resale, secondhand, resale. So anyway, those are the price increase updates. I hope that helped. I hope that was helpful. Do a follow-up on anything else. Plumette right now is 1310. It's 1,020 in France. 1,020 minus the VAT is about 900, which is going to be roughly 1,020, right? 900 plus 90. So let's say it's $1,000 in France after the VAT and conversion. It's $1,000 for the Plumette versus $1,310 plus tax, so $1,430. You're saving like $400 or $500. The SAIGON, which is also really popular, is about 3,700 euros. I want to say, I think it's less. It's like 3,700 USD. I'll do another video because I don't remember the prices for the SAIGON. I'll do another video for the SAIGON. I know somebody asked for it, so I will do it later. Senate went up. Everything went up about 100 euros. So now the biggest one's 1,250. It used to be 1,020. Cut. Jane. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. Please smash that like button. If you like this, please share with your friends and family. If you're here to share it with me and your exes, I know your time is valuable. I know your time is precious, so I appreciate you spending your time here with me.